Oh man. Oh man. This is a if anyone's thinking about being an entrepreneur, if they're thinking that the grass is greener on the other side after working a 9 to 5 all their life, or maybe they're a young person coming right out of college or right out of high school and they think, why work for the man? Why not work for myself? Well, there's some things you need to know, and that's what this is all about. That's what this episode is all about. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? And actually, is it for me? These are all questions you need to be asking. And
Wow.
that's what we're gonna go over
That's what we
tonight.
gonna go with. That's what we gonna go with. Is it worth it?
Is it worth it?
Is it worth it? Okay, okay. Let's just go into it. Is it worth the effort? Because I look at it. There's three components. There's the effort. You know. You know. Is it worth? Is it worth your sanity? And is it worth the money?
Is it worth
Okay.
the money?
Okay. So let's talk about this effort now. I think most people don't understand that there's effort involved when you are trying to say you want to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah,
It's not, and the thing is, and that's for, it doesn't matter what it is. If you want to be a beautician, if you cut hair,
Mhm.
um, you cut, you're a nail tech, you're a barber, you're an IT consultant.
Yes,
Everything requires effort.
right.
Everything requires effort. And sometimes it may require you to gain skills in that area before you can actually begin to actually say, I'm going to try to do this as a business. I'm going to
That's right.
stand this up.
That's right.
There's
That's right.
there's effort. There's effort. What you got? What you got about effort?
Well, there's a saying. There's always a saying. If you want what you never had, you have to do what you've never done. And so when you're
My
talking
goodness,
about
he's preaching now.
when you're talking about becoming an entrepreneur or starting a business or following your dreams, whatever it may be, you're talking about doing something new, and there's a learning curve because you're going into something that you know nothing about or very little about, especially on the business side. And Corey and I, we've been there so many times. We can preach that sermon about that part of it. We're going through it right now. So
Hmm.
so effort is key, and you have to go into it with an open mind. You work on your 9 to 5 at 5 o'clock or whatever time you get off. You're off, and you're able to go and do what you want to do. Well, entrepreneurship is not like that. It doesn't conform to the clock. It doesn't conform. You don't get to punch out.
No,
That's
you
the
don't.
problem.
No, you don't. There's no punching out. There's no punching out, and there's a lot of effort. There's a lot of effort because people don't understand that even if even if you are let's say you're a barber, you
Uh-huh.
still got to practice
Right,
to become a
right.
barber. You still have to practice every day to become a barber, or to get even better.
To get better. That
See,
that's
because
exactly right.
See, because
Yeah,
we grew up in there when you went to the barber shop, it seemed like it took him 12 hours just to cut your hair. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
that's right. That's right. I remember those days, and then he'll get a little too close, like, oh man, what was that?
I mean, he
Uh,
up here.
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
man,
yeah,
man, I got good 30 minutes. I need to be out.
yes, yes. I need you to line me up right quick. Give me that ball fade so I can move on.
So yeah, so there is effort that is required, and like I said, like Leon said, we're setting up, we're setting up um, s- two or three businesses now at the same
Yes, sir.
time. At the same time, and guess what, y'all? We went into these as entrepreneurs knowing nothing,
Yes,
nothing. We both have two. He has a published company. We knew nothing
Yeah.
about book publishing, so we spent some hours,
Right.
some
And
days, some
those
weeks,
days turned to
some
weeks
months.
and months, and then years, because now we've been doing it for some years now. And
Exactly.
I mean, it's incredible. So the effort that's required for you to do your own business, you need to think about this, because it, not everybody is cut out for
There you
entrepreneurship.
go.
I mean, we got to tell some truths here,
Exactly.
and not everyone is cut out for this. We all dream about it. We dream about the 4-hour work week, but not everyone is cut out for that. And you have to look deep within yourself to
Yes.
see, are you willing to put forward the effort?
Hey. Now, we talked about that. So there's effort, y'all, and then there's time. See, because
Ooh,
they're a little tricky. Because the effort is you're learning something to go in it. Again, it doesn't matter if you cutting hair. It doesn't matter. You still got to learn the business side. You still got to
right,
learn how to keep your accounts. There's time.
right,
So
right.
is it worth your time
Mm.
to be
Do,
watching videos and to 2 o'clock in the morning?
yeah, the question: do you even have time? How about that? That's a honest question. Do you have time? Because a lot of people, married or significant other, kids, outside activities required. Maybe you're in the sewing club. Maybe you're on the chess team. Maybe who knows? Maybe you're in the stepping class, or maybe you got all these different activities going on. So the question here now is, do you even have time? Because again, when we're talking about entrepreneurship, owning your own business, you work from Monday to Monday.
Okay, Monday to Monday, and people don't understand that.
Hmm.
And then here's the thing about that time: you gotta get your family to buy into it as well.
Oh my goodness. That's one of the hardest things right there. It's one of the hardest things.
Because they have
Yeah.
to realize that it this takes time. Because most people think that, oh, you're going into business, that tomorrow you're a millionaire.
Yeah.
Then here's the thing: they see you putting in effort, they see you putting in time, but they don't see no money.
No money. No money. And
Then
what's terrible about that, it could take years.
yes,
It could take
you
years.
said it last week. You said it last
Mhm.
week. It's very rare for a company to start and be profitable in that first year. It takes 2 to 3 years.
2 to 3 years. 2 to 3 years. And that's what when money starts coming in,
Yes.
you have to immediately put that back into the business. So you still don't see any money, but you do see uh, the work that you're putting in actually is accounting for something as the business grows, as being able to get
Exactly.
more equipment, getting these different things. You're buying it, and the money is actually not it's coming out of the business. So you feel good about it. However, your family, they still can't see anything. Your wife,
Oh
your
man.
girlfriend, they still can't see anything. And so you're buying the Amazon truck's rolling, but your significant other can't see
Oh
anything as it relates to income. So what are you doing? What are you doing?
wow.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Wow, man. Wow. I'm gonna tell you. Now, in between there, just want you guys to know we had a little bit of technical difficulty. You went in and out, you froze up, but I still heard you.
Okay. Good.
See, you back now.
Yeah.
See, you was breakdancing for
Yeah.
like a hot second. So
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
just
Yeah.
for a hot second, but it looked natural. I just want you to know it did
Okay.
look natural now. So,
Okay.
so, but no,
Yeah.
you hit it on the head. That that happens. That unfortunately, that they don't see it. The wife
No,
don't see it. The kids don't see it. The friends and family don't see it. They
they
just
don't see it.
see you putting in effort and time. Now we're gonna hit the big one, money. Because there will be some form of financial investment on your part.
Show me the money.
Which again is just for me. Because I see so many people say, ooh, I want to do this, but no one wants to spend a dime.
Right. Right.
As a matter of fact, they'll tell you, they say, hey, why don't you give me your money so I can do my dream on your money?
I agree.
So
Been there, done that. Been there,
so
done that
so
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 many times.
so there's this thing, guys, that we gotta understand that that no when you become an entrepreneur, they will man, I use the word sacrifice, Leon. But I'm gonna go there. I'm just gonna go there. There will be a sacrifice required of you in some form of finances.
Huge.
Now you already gonna sacrifice time and effort, but see, it's okay. But when you start sacrificing that money, that's a whole different thing.
So now, not only and here we are again. We're talking about the significant other. The
see, I was trying to go around that one.
it's all connected, and and
Yes.
and, and you can relate that to um your outside activities. Maybe you
Mm-hmm.
on the bowling league. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
you're dealing with different activities. And when you're spending money into the business, it's going to take
Yes.
away from that. We know as being, influencers working on
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, and there's so many subscriptions. There's so many learning things that you have to pay for. There's so much you have to do as it relates to domain names. The list is just too long to even talk about on this episode, but um, the money is a big deal, and that's why you have to be honest at the very beginning. So
Yes. Yes.
when you make that decision to become an entrepreneur, you need to sit down with your loved ones and at least give them an overview of what it entails. Obviously, you're going to talk about the good stuff at the end, the promised land.
The good
You know,
stuff.
you got to talk about the promised land to get everybody fired up because that's what you're thinking. But until you can get to the promised land, the road ahead is going to be full of, the mountains and swamps and all types of things. So we need to you have to be honest with that. And again, this show is about that. Is it for me? Knowing this, what we're talking about, is that really for me
Is it for me?
at, at this point in my life?
Yes.
You have to ask yourself that question.
Yes, because it boils down to, Leon said, you got subscriptions, you got equipment, you got to buy. You someone and the thing is that there's classes you need to take.
Yeah.
I mean, because again, if you choosing to go into this business venture, you need as much education about it than just doing it. And that's where some people get that mixed up. And I always say it, you have to pay for it sometimes.
You got to pay. You got to pay to play.
Yeah. You gotta pay to play.
You
Now
do.
here's the thing now. You have to dig down again. Effort. Is this for me? Do I really want to be up until 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning trying to learn a piece of software?
Who wants
I
to
don't
do
know.
that?
I
No.
don't know. Do I want to watch 10, 20 YouTube videos? Who wants to do that? See, then that goes back in time because now your spouse, your loved one, your significant other saying, "Oh, you ain't spending no time with me.
Where you at?
Where my time?"
Yeah, what my time?
you know,
Exactly. Exactly.
every time I turn around, you on the computer.
Yes.
Every
Yes.
time I turn around, you are on the phone. Every time you going somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they hit you with that question. Well, what's more valuable? Me? Me or the computer? Me or the phone? Which one is more valuable?
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. And then the kids get involved with it
Oh my goodness.
because they want your time too.
They were, why you always in the office?
Why
Why,
are you
why,
in the
why you
office?
can't come out and play? Why you can't? Why you can't come movie time? We got movie time. We
My
got game
son do that.
time.
Jackson's like, "Dad, come play. Why you
Yeah.
always in the office?"
Uh-huh.
He's
Yeah.
5, y'all. So that's only thing his world revolves around is eating, sleeping, playing.
Playing. Yep.
That's it. That's his life. And
Hmm.
then let's talk about this money.
Yeah.
Now here's where it can affect your lifestyle
Yeah.
because some people actually go broke trying to start up that business.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
I
goodness.
mean, they go past debt. So they they pass being in debt. you know, they to this $5 to $10 left in their pocket.
Yes, I've been there. I've been there. I've had to
Hey,
go into credit card debt to pay for a business. I mean, spent thousands and thousands of dollars. Fortunately for me, this particular gamble paid off, and I was able to just pay that debt off easily. But there's been other occasions where it didn't pay off, and I had to take a loss,
mm,
and it was very difficult when you lose a lot of money like that. You know, you invest so much. It's just like planting
man,
seeds. It's like planting seeds, and your seeds have to be watered, and you
yes,
hoping something will grow. But sometimes it doesn't grow, and you looking at dirt.
man. I trust me. I had to file bankruptcy. Remember I
Mhm.
was telling you about that business? I got this building, the lease. I was in there for 1.2 million.
Yeah, yeah, that's messed up.
Had to file bankruptcy. Now here's the craziest thing: you can ask a lot of business because you're trying to figure this thing out. You don't know when you start off.
Right, right.
Debt, bankruptcy. You keep. I'm just trying to keep it real. That this is not for the faint of heart.
Oh,
Okay,
not at all.
this
Not
is
not
not
at all.
for the faint at heart.
You have
So
to be aware. You have to be
yes,
aware of what's ahead, and you help people too because you don't have to. This is a good thing. You don't have to recreate the wheel. I mean,
no,
there have been millions before you. And one thing that I've learned, people who have went through this thing, they're eager to tell you about it. They want to tell you. And if you ask, they will tell you the ins and outs. They will tell you how to do it. All you have to do is ask. Now there are some
yes,
great training classes out there because one of the best things you can do is someone who went through this process and have came the other side. If they have put all those things together in a package that you could get, it'll help you to avoid some of those pitfalls and potholes, and you can gain some success quicker by following someone else's lead.
Now here's the thing. Now you might have to pay for it.
Yes,
See, there's
yes,
a cost.
nothing wrong with that. Nothing
There's
wrong
a
with
cost.
paying. Because if you think about it, think about this. If you pay for it
Yep.
and go through a class, you get some of your time back. So if you get some of your time back, the time that you'll be able to do the other things that you want to do will come faster. So if you could pay more so you can get more of your time back, then some of those other issues wouldn't come up, like dealing with friends and family, or other
Yes.
responsibilities that you have
Yes.
outside the home. If you pay up front, and here we go again, this is where the money is making the difference, because as a new business, you're really not
You're not.
at the start, you're not going to make too much money. So we're talking about your everyday you're working, you're going to use that money. So it's a tricky thing. It's a balancing, it's a balancing that you have to go through. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Man, I tell you, man, we did some stuff today. We hit it.
Yeah.
We hit it from. We looked at the money. We looked at the time. We looked at the effort. We talked about the brand and some of the other videos.
Yes.
I mean, we hit this thing, the pros and the cons.
Yes. Yes.
So we looking at this from all the angles.
Definitely. Definitely. And the reason we can talk about it because we be about it. It's we at this point in time, we're telling you what we know,
Mhm.
not what we heard. Is what.
What we know. Hey guys, I don't know what just happened, but you know what? I know he's gonna come on back on in. I don't know. We having a little technical difficulties tonight. Things happen. Things happen. But again, the ideal is that we are trying to just share information with you about about is it worth it? Is it worth it? And are you in it to win it? Because the ideal is that now hopefully Leon will jump back on in before we end the show, because I want to end it with him, because we got to talk about what's coming up next. We got some hot topics for you that is coming up next. So we just need to hold on here. Hopefully he gonna jump back in real quick for me. Let's give him a minute. Let's give him a minute here, y'all. But no, let us know what's on your mind. Let us know if you have some topics that you might want us to talk about. Oh, there he goes. He's back. Is he back? Is he back? Let's see here. Oh no, he's in the green room. Let's add him. Let's add him back, y'all. Oh,
Can you hear me now?
there you go.
Man, man, those were some good nuggets that y'all lost on that one, boy. Because that was some good information.
I kept it going. I'm like, he gonna come back. He gonna come back.
I tell you what, you need to make sure you fill out the comments below. Put some questions in the comments. Definitely ask us about it. We'll definitely answer any questions that you may have, because I'm gonna tell you, when it locked up, I had some good stuff that I
And you
wanted to
had
say.
some good stuff.
I have some good stuff. I'm telling you, some good stuff. Listen, you can't even pay for this type of information. So please comment below. Definitely fill it out. Ask us some questions, and we will answer every question.
We will. Now, guys. Now we hit this for a few. Now we're gonna switch up. We're gonna switch it up on you next couple of weeks. We'll hit you with some more topics, or we're actually gonna hit you with some something to think about and some information because
Yeah.
you know we need to do some deep dive. We're gonna go back some of those old episodes, dust them off, and sort of kind of give you an update on what's happening right now with these issues. All right.
Definitely.
All right. So,
Definitely. There is so much going on right now. So much going on in the world. We were just talking about today. Some
exactly.
of this. Look what is going on with the price of this food today, the price of gas. Listen,
Oh man, oh
listen.
man, oh man. There's a whole nother subject, man. We need to hit.
Oh my God!
They talking
Everybody got a
about
job. Everybody
everybody got
working.
a
But
job,
but 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 we spending all our money on stuff. We buying hamburger. We buying Big Macs
man.
for $10.
Man. I just got before the show went and bought some grapes. A pound of grapes, a pound
Yeah.
of seedless grapes cost me $4.50.
Listen,
So, guys, I don't know, but trust me, we gonna talk about this. We gonna talk
we
about
we we
this.
we definitely gonna talk about it. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking about just digging up my backyard and just start planting all beans and greens and
Grease
corn and that.
and
Listen,
everything.
I would buy me a plow and I would just start growing all my food. But yeah, that's gonna be a real good episode.
Yeah. So guys, again, we're sorry about the technical difficulties tonight. It's been weird because we were on a roll for the last couple of weeks. And
Yes,
all of a sudden things like, but again, using new technology, adding more stuff, trying to make it better for you. Trying to make it
definitely.
better for you. All right, man. Take us out. Take us out, man.
Man, this has been a great episode as usual. We started off this year all about money. New year, new you. And this has been a continuation of that first episode. I just hope that everybody is on the same page as we are, going bigger and better. Don't hold back. This is the year to do everything that you want to do. What you waiting on? What are you waiting on? It's time to go get it. It's time to go get it. I leave you with this last quote. It's my favorite quote from Les Brown. My brother, listen. If you do what is hard, life will be easy. If you do what is easy, life will
Life
be
will be
hard.
hard.
Let's do what's hard now, so the rest of our life will be easy.
Wow. See, you know what? Somebody didn't want you to get that out.
I know. I know.
See, look at
But I
that. You
got it out
perfect right
anyway.
now.
I
You
got it
got it
anyway.
out. You got
I got it out anyway.
and y'all, it's in closed caption. So don't worry. It still got out.
Still got out.
Well, guys, thank you guys for this episode of What Now
Now
What's
what's happening?
Happening.